In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a Pipedrive CRM tutorial. I'll be showing you how you can set up your clean pipeline, capture and qualify leads properly, turn them into deals, sync email and calendar, how you can automate the boring follow-ups, and so on. By the end of this video, you will have a CRM that actually supports your sales instead of getting in your way. If you would like to get started for absolutely free, go ahead and navigate to the link in the description below this video and grab an extended 30-day free trial by using the link. The first thing you want to do is, of course, you can navigate to the link or type pipedrive.com, create your free account, and then set company currency, time zone, and default permissions. You want to keep it simple, one pipeline to start, one owner, which is you, and the only fields that you will be using in the next 30 days. Don't worry about over-engineering it too much right from the start. Click Settings, Company Settings, and then Preferences for the currency and the time. If your team uses Google or Microsoft, you can connect email and calendar and contacts in one place, so you don't have to copy and paste later on. After that comes building a pipeline that matches your real sales motion. So go ahead and open Deals and then Pipeline and rename the default stages to match your sales. This could be anything, for example, contact made, into qualified, into discovery or demo, proposal, negotiation, closing, and then won or lost. A quick tip is that fewer stages can beat so many different ones. Each stage should represent a real buyer milestone. Add a probability per stage once you've got a month of data. Of course, you drag cards between stages as you progress, keep it visual and honest. Next up, you want to go to the leads, and this is where you will be able to store, label, and follow up before you pollute the pipeline with any opportunities that are not ready. Add a lead, so name, company, email, value estimate, all of the information that your team cares about. When a lead is real, the budget, authority, and timeline will convert to a deal. Only then should you add it to a pipeline stage. Using leads inbox first keeps deals clean and focused. Now inside a deal, you can log activities for calls, emails, meetings, and tasks. Always keep one next activity scheduled, so no deal should be sitting idle with no next step. That alone can raise your win rate. Also, you can use Scheduler to send your availability to avoid the back and forth, tie it to your calendar so booked slots block out automatically. In addition to that, with Pipedrive, you can connect your mailbox, so Google or Microsoft 365, Outlook, etc., and then send and receive directly from Pipedrive. You will get conversation history on the person, organization, and deal. Next up, you turn on the calendar sync to see meetings on deals and use the scheduler cleanly. Add contact sync if you want people or orgs mirrored with Google and Microsoft. Set up a couple of email templates if you would like to for common touch points like the intro, post demo recap, proposal follow-up. Definitely personalize the first 2 lines, send, and then you move on to the next. Now when you reach the proposal, you can build a quote or agreement using the smart docs. You pull fields from the deal, so contact or company and value, save a template, and send for an e-signature. You will get open or review status and signed PDFs attached to the deal. Of course, we also have the automations that will remove the manual follow-ups. You simply add a trigger like the deal moves to proposal, and then upon that you create an action, so a proposal follow-up call, send a templated personal sent email, and you can set custom fields like proposal date today. A simple workflow like that can save you a few clicks saved per deal, multiplied by your entire pipeline. Of course, once you get comfortable using the automations, you can build even more so you can see more value from it. Like auto-assign leads by label, notify finance when a deal hits closing, or create a task when a lead sits untouched for 48 hours. Now, if you are migrating, of course, you can use the CSV import for the people, organizations, or deals, map the columns carefully so that nothing gets lost, and then you can add custom fields first so you can map them and import. After importing, run a duplicate merge pass on people or orgs so that you can clean the junk early on. So here is a practical day-by-day flow that you can use every single time. First of all, in the morning, you can use the Insights dashboard to spot any stuck stages or overdue activities. In the activities list, you can clear the calls or the emails first. Leads inbox where you can process yesterday's inbound, and then log one next step each. You only want to be promoting the real ones to the deals. After that, you run a scheduler links for booked demos, send smart docs when you're ready, and let the automation create the follow-ups. Now, in addition to all of this, Pipedrive also allows you to have a mobile application, so on the go you can call from the deal, auto log notes or reschedule activities between meetings, and then move the card when you need to. You want to keep it light though, so you save all of the heavy admin work for the desktop application. So that in simple is how you can use Pipedrive with the leads first, clean pipeline, and the activities always with the email and the calendar synced. If you would like to grab yourself a 30-day free trial and test out all of the features that I covered in this video firsthand, go ahead and navigate to the link below this video. You can set this up all in one setting, run it for a couple of weeks, and then judge it by one metric. Did it actually help you move more deals to one with less busy work? If that's the case, then you can continue after your 30-day free trial with a paid subscription. Thanks so much for watching. If this video has helped you, let us know by giving it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any follow-up content that we can make relating to this one.